That was just an example.
Okay, so we need a suggestion from the audience, please, something that has nothing to do with poo or sex. Okay, great. I've got sweater. Awesome.
Sweater, right.
One, two, three.
Wicker. Wicker, wool,
Yarn.
yarn. Wicker, wool, yarn.
Wicker,
Thank
wool,
you.
yarn. Thank you so much. Hey, Martin.
How you doing there, Samantha? It looks like you're enjoying it a little bit more than your little buddy there. That thing can't be much older than a couple of months and you're already shearing it.
The softest silkiness comes off of the young ones, Martin.
I know, Samantha, but
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're doing a good job, though. That's fine.
See?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a snow pile of wonderness.
I know.
I just feel like this, once I weave it together,
Mm-hmm.
will make such amazing socks.
Well, that's nice, Samantha, but I mean, aren't we like kind of exploiting those animals? Don't you feel bad about that?
I have some reservation about it, but I spoke to the babies last night and they were okay with it.
You spoke
You know
to
that
the sheeps.
the sheep's babies, they're called lambs.
Mhm.
You know that you know that I communicate with our
I-
animal friends.
I know you think you communicate with them. I get that.
Samantha, this guy giving you a hard time?
No, Rollo, it's okay.
Stay out of it, Rollo.
Martin doesn't understand the depth of the empathy and openness. And so whenever I talk about, talking to the animals and plants, Martin becomes defensive and cynical.
Well, if I say I wasn't defensive, that's defensive, so
Exactly.
yeah. I can't win that one.
So, Samantha, do you believe that you're being exploited to these animals?
Well, like I said, like I told Martin, I have some, I had some reservations about the whole thing, but then I spent the night in the stable last night with the babies, and they indicated to me that it was okay. And besides that, I know that they might get cold without their hair, but
That's what he's saying right now.
I made them sweaters.
Out of their own fur, wool, you make
No.
them sweaters.
No, I made them sweaters out of the cats that I skinned.
It makes sense to me, Martin. Why always gotta go against everything she says?
Isn't it the cutest? It's a cat hair sweater for lambs.
I think it's great, Samantha.
What about the cats?
I made sweaters for them too. Out of
Out
your
of
old
what, dog
socks.
fur?
No, out of your old socks. That are made out of lamb hair. See, it makes sense. It's like,
Right.
it's almost like cycle of life stuff, only it's sweaters. It's all right, buddy.
Yeah, this little guy appreciates it.
Yeah, okay. Appreciates it
Pull
more
it out over your
because
tail.
we just stripped him of his natural covering, so,
Yeah, but I
Makes
mean,
sense.
we're human beings. We are more evolved. We know how
Don't
to take
say
care of it.
that. We're not more evolved. Right?
Yeah,
We've talked about this before.
This one can speak to him, so, how much more evolved are we?
It's all right, Howard.
Well,
did you
Evolved
say?
enough to speak with her.
if we're not more evolved, I don't see how
Howard says that you are insensitive.
You're just making that up, because I'm very sensitive to the plight of this lamb.
Howard disagrees.
You're making that up.
I'm
There's
not.
no way Howard would disagree with me. Why would Howard say that? Why, Howard, why would you say that?
I know that you can't speak to him in the same way. I'm translating. He says that you're actually being quite insensitive toward me, and since I am his guardian, he feels it deeply in his lamb heart.
Why do you always gotta pick fights with her? Why you always gotta take an adversarial side?
It's true.
Why are you always picking fights with me? I love it here at the zoo. I mean, it's great. We can see all the animals out in their natural habitats.
Nah.
Haven't we been to the zoo before? I seem to remember this.
Natural?
Yeah, natural. Look at that. They've got at least a couple acres to roam around. Yeah, and so they build it just like you saw the polar bears over there. They were loving it. They were loving it.
I don't think they're having a good time, man.
Wilhelm,
Veronica?
polar bears are not loving it here. I will say that it's better than the melting ice caps, but not loving it.
What? I mean, you know, they're
Samson, what do you think?
rescued.
I don't even know why we need zoos. I mean,
That's I kind of feel that way. You know, and there's that argument. I mean, we've had the argument about the disappearing species and how the zoos protect the species and all of that bullshit, but I think it's subjugating these poor animals for our own entertainment, which I think is disgusting. And people who use animals in any way at all, including to make clothing, would you stop feeding the alpaca?
Look at that tongue on that dude.
Don't feed the alpaca. You're training him to believe that humans are there to give, but we're not. We're taking.
yeah, you know, I think that it's. This is a really.
It tickles.
See, this is the whole like complacency thing that I think is wrong with the entire country. You take a little simple pleasure as this, and you get a little burst of happiness, and the animal gets a little treat. But really, it's just keeping us from like the bigger problem. Everybody's pacified. If I can go to the zoo and like spend 2 hours and have a few laughs, I forget about how exploitive it is and how awful it all is.
Is it exploitive or exploitative?
Man, I don't know.
Does it give you an endorphin rush to be argumentative about words?
No, I just think we should speak clearly and use the proper words. I mean, I don't think it's exploitive. It's exploitative. I'd rather it be exploitive because then we lose that syllable. Why do we need that syllable?
Right, it would be an easier word.
Right.
Why don't you Google it?
Maybe even the alpaca could say it then. Exploitive. Like you, Samson. You.
Yeah.
A name like Samson, how can you hate animals?
I don't get that reference.
Oh my God, I've had such a hard day at work. I feel like my boss is totally taking me for granted, you guys.
You really? Still? I mean, even if you had that talk with him, I thought everything was straightened out.
I know. I sat down. I told him, Mr. Gertie, I think that, I think that, well, I said it. I said, I think you're taking advantage of me.
Want me to take care of him for you? I'll take care of him.
Rick, I don't.
I mean, I already know what he drives.
I don't want to bring violence into the picture.
I'm talking about violence,
tired.
there might be some sort of an accident that could occur.
Dude,
maybe.
Hi, Rick.
If her bosses keep dying,
They're gonna point at me.
they're going to make a connection.
You've had an alibi in each one of those things.
It doesn't matter, Rick. They're gonna come after me. So far, it's 5, right?
Red or white?
Oh, red.
You know, I'm just trying to be supportive of you.
I know, honey. I know, but this idea that support means killing off is.
All right, okay.
I mean, it's a little questionable.
Just let me slash his tires. I can slash his tires for you.
I know that you get kind of a brain rush from this stuff, but I think there's another way for you to get what you need and me to get what I need.
So you don't want me to do this? You don't want me to help you out at all in any capacity?
Shh. I just want you to be quiet for a minute so that I can focus my mind around this thing, because I walked in the door, I felt very energized in a negative way, and I was expressing, and Lola over there made some comment that I don't remember, and then he offered me wine, which was really good. Lola, thank you so much.
Of course.
And Ira, you went into
No wine for me?
You're already a little
wiry.
bit. Yeah.
Wiry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can use a little drink to mellow out. I mean, you know, you're gonna pour a glass, you know,
Drinking doesn't mellow you out. You know that, Heinrich.
Ira.
Where'd you learn your manners?
How
Ira?
many glasses of wine have you had?
Just one?
Ira.
I mean, who
I've been calling him Heinrich for
who
years.
walks into the kitchen, pours everybody in the house a glass of wine except for me, except for one person. Nobody does that.
The owner of the
Do you want some milk?
wine.
Look, if you're not going to take care of the situation at work
How
yourself,
about a yoo-hoo?
one of
Can I
us
get
has
you
to
a
do.
yoo-hoo?
I'm fine.
Wow. Oh, let me have my wine back.
This is good. Go ahead.
I'm done.
Holding the stem and the bowl.
I'm done.
Have you been? Are you taking something? I mean, I don't want to do an intervention,
Y'all are the ones drinking.
but every time a boss thing comes up, you're twitchy like this,
Your first answer,
is to kill somebody.
that's not healthy. We've let you get away with it so far, 5 times apparently.
5 times.
How
How the fuck do you hold a glass of wine?
I just hold it like right in the
I think
bowl
I hold
part.
it like this.
That's like brandy. I would hold brandy like that.
Well, then the stem sticks.
I mean, you
down.
can do that, but I just hold.
Well,
brandy.
those obviously aren't those kind of glasses.
I
Anyone who's cultured and serious about their wine would know better.
What are you gonna do? Kill me for it? You can kill me about that?
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm gonna get a chair because I think
Iris,
we need to talk about this.
Iris got some shit to talk about.
Ira, honey,
Gotta work it out.
what's? I just can't decide.
It's so annoying.
I think with red you can hold it, you know, on the glass because it's okay if it warms up, but with white you want to hold it down lower, you know, like on the stem so it doesn't cool.
Who gives a fuck? Just drink it.
What is going on with you, honey?
Iris,
Ira, you're just so.
It's a little high strung.
a little? You think?
Are you tooting?
Little Rudy too.
Oh.
No.
Oh. You know what I meant.
No, I don't.
That's that Earth Burger coming out there.
You just seem.
I don't know all your jazz lingo.
I'm sucking wine through my tongue. What is happening to
If you need
me?
a straw, you might as well use a straw if you're gonna drink it like that.
A straw for wine. I actually like that idea.
Ooh, do we have any of the like reusable like bamboo straws?
Don't get me a glass while you're over there or anything.
Do you want a glass of wine?
You know what? Throw your arms around a little more.
Just a little bit. Because your little hobbit arms.
God.
Oh, God.
I do not wish to have a glass of wine. I'm fine without it, thank you very much.
All right, that's good. I'll just put the
You know,
glass
if you
back.
start picking your skin in a minute, I'm gonna know what's been going on.
What was I getting?
You were getting a bamboo straw.
Bamboo straw, of course.
Y'all are just so inept.
Now we're inept, Lola.
Well, I mean, in a certain way, he's right.
How is he right?
We're not good at killing our boss.
That's true. Maybe we should go back to that because he seemed a little bit more calm when we were talking about that.
I made an offer. You refused.
Found
We're moving
him!
on.
Cool, thank you. I'm glad. Well, I really want
Bloop.
to. Oh, thank you so much. I still don't know how to hold the damn glass. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Just hold the
I'm
glass.
holding it.
This is the last day I am at this restaurant. I am done. I mean,
They do great fried spaghetti here. What are you talking about?
I can't, every time we come here, it's fried spaghetti. I love it, but the service just
All right,
fucking
okay, so,
sucks.
all right, so, I just talked to Fred, the waiter, and, all right, so what's the problem here? We wanna make you happy.
You know the problem. We've been sitting here for 25 minutes. We finally got our order taken, and we don't even have any drinks yet. It's ridiculous.
All right, well, I'll get you around, okay, but, I mean, we still wanna maintain a good relationship with you guys.
Well, maybe you could have some better service to begin with.
Well,
Exactly.
I've already talked to Fred, all right? You guys have been coming here for a long time. It's not like we're strangers here.
That's exactly right. So why do we get treated like shit?
Well, obviously, we are not trying to treat y'all like shit. We want you to be welcome here like this is a home for you.
This is a special night for us, you know?
All right, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get you a bottle of champagne on the house, as long as we just kind of forget this and move on.
Is it real champagne?
Or is it like the grape juice? I mean,
Is it from California or France? It's a legit question.
Are you gonna pull that? Come on, man, this is a nice gesture. I don't know what region of France this is. I'm sorry. But what's this?
it's nothing.
If we do not have any authentic champagne, I will see what we can find that would make this night still spectacular for
Well, I mean, it's already lost its
Yeah, it's
spectacular.
no longer. I mean, it's still
Yeah. Yes,
spectacular
right here.
here, but
Okay.
this.
Not so
you.
spectacular.
Well, did you guys try the meals?
We haven't been served yet.
That's why
That's why it's
we
clear.
have bread plates with no bread. We have glasses with no drinks in them.
All right, I will be right back.
We have no roll-ups.
Or little butter patties.
The honey kind.
And the plain. Nothing. We have nothing. Did you just walk through the table? You did.
That is the
Oh.
end of this discussion. I mean, I wanted to help. I offered to help. But my help was rejected. I mean, Andrea, don't do the Joshua thing in the chair. Andrea,
What?
come back. Come back. Re-engage. It's okay.
I don't want to.
Andrea.
This is my safe place.
Should I come back or?
No. We still need the life insurance. Come on, it's fine. She gets this way. We get.
All right. I mean, I know it's not an easy, topic to.
We're all
Talk
gonna
about-
die someday, right? And I'm just trying to
Yeah.
help and prepare for her and the kids. And
I mean, that's what I do. I mean, I deal with this stuff all the time. I mean, Andrea, I know what you're feeling like. All right?
You have
It's-
no idea how I feel. Don't
I deal with
say
this
that.
every day.
You are going down the wrong path, but I'll let you have it.
Do not tell me how I feel or that you know how I feel.
Don't do it.
Well, I'm kind of an outsider here. You want to talk to me a little bit about what's going on? I mean, I'm no expert here, but I mean, I'm willing to listen. That's what I do.
Andrea.
Louis,
Louis, I mean, do you want me to? Andrea, should I?
I'm fine.
Maybe it's. I mean, I thought we were ready. I thought she was ready. I really did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this. And Andrea, honey, it's not your fault.
I wasn't saying it was my fault,
I'm
was
saying that
I?
I know it's not your fault.
That's saying that you thought it was my fault, and now you're placating me.
I'm just saying that I want to make sure that you know that it wasn't my fault, that I thought it was your fault. Wait,
Should I come back?
God damn it. She sends, and I'm just thinking,
It's not a
no,
good time. I mean,
this is, okay, obviously not a great time,
It's
but
fine. I'm fine.
it's fine, she's fine. She's
All right.
fine.
well, Andrea, did you have a chance to take a look at the literature that I dropped off last week? I mean, did you have time to? I mean, or
Good chair.
okay, so you didn't like it. Not the plan for you. All right.
I disbelieve that I will ever die.
Well,
Wait, don't even worry about your dying, just worry about my dying.
I disbelieve.
Pookie bumps. How could you,
Louis,
everybody dies.
your hand is in my small world.
I know. Should I remove it before something bad happens to it?
Possibly.
Okay, I'm gonna,
maybe I can go out on a limb here and
Move
Andrea.
slowly. What, Mr. Insurance Man?
You can call me Jack Thompson.
Jack,
Jack Thompson, what?
May I
Speak
just kind of go out on a
slowly,
limb
clearly.
here and like
you're
ask
already on a
you?
limb, bro.
You are on a very short, small, thin limb.
And thin ice.
Sir.
Why are you so afraid of death?
I didn't say I was afraid of death. Don't misspeak my words. I said I disbelieve that I will die. And I
Well,
disbelieve that Louis will die.
So she actually denies that.
Yeah,
I
it
deny
exists.
death. That's exactly
You know,
right.
my daughter's in her first year at UTSA right now, and she's taking the freshman psychology. And you know,
Oh,
we've
what
been.
are you saying right now?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just trying to help.
Okay, hang on.
But you know, denial is
You're
Is a
crossing into some really dangerous waters here, sir.
I've got your favorite Afghan.
Are you gonna put it over me?
Yes.
I can be in the blanket for it?
You feel protected.
I mean, again, should I leave? Am I welcome here?
Good Lord, I can't get my feet on the ground if you guys don't clean it.
Dude, we picked up the glass. The glass is, you know, I
The
mean,
glass was only part of the problem.
I know.
Look!
I know the blood. It's
Ah!
hard to get the blood out, but if you
I
had,
don't want to touch it, man.
if Lewis hadn't stepped on the glass, that's Lewis with an O-U, not the E-U, Lewis.
Yeah. Right,
B-W, sorry.
Right.
Well, they call me Louie.
Louis.
Louis.
If
But
you
do they
had-
spell it then L-O-U-I-E when they call you Louis?
No, well, some people, it's one of those things I've struggled with all my life. Some people spell it with the E. It's actually spelled with the S.
Well, like Louis C.K., you know, everybody calls him Louis C.K., but I think he spells it Louis when it's Louis, and I think he used to be Louis C.K., and he
Why do
still
we have to
spells it
spell
Louis.
names anyway, really?
I just think it's interesting.
I mean.
We don't
okay,
have to spell them,
no,
it's just,
no,
it's
no,
what I do.
I know. How's your foot? Since you did that and there's stuff on the floor that's your foot.
It's fine, I wrapped it.
Alright, well that's good, I'm
But
glad.
I have a weird blood thing. Maybe you guys can, we don't have any gloves.
Oh, no.
I picked up the glass.
Oh, no. Oh, no,
Uh-uh.
there is no.
No,
Oh, no,
No.
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 Weird blood thing, you get down on your hands and knees and get that off of my
Yeah.
floor.
it's your blood.
Get that off.
I know it's my blood, and
Down on
You're not
your
gonna catch
hands and
something
knees,
from
sir.
it that you don't already have. We
Louis?
could.
I'm not. I don't have anything.
How do
I
you
just had
know?
the blood test not too long ago.
You said you had a blood thing and asked about
no,
gloves.
I'm-
You are lying right now. Get on your hands and knees and clean. I'm telling
Biohazard!
you right now.
Biohazard!
I have
Right.
a psychological thing. It's not a biological thing. I'm just freaked out by blood. I can't touch it.
Alright.
Why did you have to say thing about blood and then not tell us it was psychological?
I
Oh,
kinda, I
that's what I
took
think.
it that way, actually, that it was psychological.
See?
But then I
He's
got
on my.
on board with you because
I have energy that way.
Well, and yeah, you're very intuitive, you know?
I am.
Yeah.
I am, and look at that. It's turning brown.
Well, maybe it'll cake up and we can just scrape it and.
It's almost as disgusting as saying maybe it will become moist. I just take moist blood. Gross!
Moist.
Well, this wouldn't happen if you guys would like keep some gloves and some like cleaning supplies in the house.
How
I mean,
does-
it's like, what am I supposed to do? Just sop it up with Taco Bell napkins or something?
How does you cutting your damn foot on a piece of glass come back on me?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
having
what kind
stuff.
of, we're not prepared to disinfect stuff.
You don't even have a first aid kit, man. I had to wrap my
What do you got your first aid kit for?
first aid.
Christopher does not believe in first aid kits.
Things
That's right.
happen.
Jehovah.
Well, I found I
Right.
wrapped myself up with a pillowcase. I'm fine.
A pillow?
You used one of my pillowcases?
One of the good pillowcases?
What was I supposed to do? I was bleeding.
You
Maybe-
should let it bleed so that it's clean.
Get
And then
all
you freak out more about the blood.
Not if it's not on my floor.
Just go outside and bleed and then come back. I don't
Wow, I think it's already done. I'll buy you a new pillowcase.
What about getting that off my floor?
Damn it.
Louie,
Fuck.
I don't, you come over here all the time. You know what's here and then you slam a piece of glass in your foot. I don't get it.
That is some act you got going on there, Louis. Oh, you.
There.
Is it Louis? Are we decide that?
It's Louie.
It's spelled Louis, but it's pronounced Louis.
But
At
it's
least that's what I go by.
Okay.
Christopher with a K.
Hey, you can just call me Kay.
K. K. I don't know what I'm gonna do about these smaller sheep. You guys convinced me that it's a bad idea to shear them when they're so young, but now I won't be able to make sweaters for anybody.
And what do you make sweaters out of if you're not going to be using wool?
I don't know. I mean, I can't, I don't know. Oh, Howard, I'm so sorry.
Howard's there.
So you're the sheep named Alice? Oh, your hair is so soft.
Well, there's worse things that could happen to the sheep.
It's all right. It'll grow back. Oh, it will, I promise. You know, I'm tired of talking to sheep.
Yeah.
Fuck you, lady.
Fuck you too, sheep.